What's up, YouTube? We back in here with another online vid. Let's go and get this dub so we can get to the playoffs, man.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Both teams have been building toward this one for a while, and it is here. A top 5 clash between two powers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Canes in the hurry up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ward. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Canes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down.
All right, YouTube. So we're going against a worthy challenger, it look like.
He's looking to throw. Going up top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Yeah, and because of the pressure,
I had to put gun in.
Immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. All the way back to his 5-yard line. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Ward. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Yeah.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quick spin on the ride. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right.
My fault. I'll open it the whole floor.
Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first
2-minute offense. Let's watch this.
About to kick it off.
See how good this game will be.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring
Let's
it out
get
to the
it.
25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Hit the afterburners, kid.
There you go. What I tell you? What I tell you? What I tell you? Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. 2-minute offense. 2-minute offense.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass.
So he gonna do a screen play again.
After that,
I'm gonna try to jump it.
Things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. offense had no idea what was happening, run or passing it.
Why you drop the ball?
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his man. It's Restrepo. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And
there you go.
Wrapped up after a solid
Man coverage, man, I'm telling you.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Flips it out in the flat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the second.
Going for it all. To the end zone and is picked off.
I should have been through it. That was my fault.
Snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the
How?
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Put him in cover 3. He'll keep going across that middle.
Everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup.
I should have just took it in the halftime instead of trying to go for something deep.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Now they'll try the right side. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Looking for the score. Pulls it
Bro,
in the
what?
end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the score comes from a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
A little bad for ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone and touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Unloads to the wideout.
Yeah, he baited me.
Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Comes out throwing on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Slips away. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Bro!
Running toward the tape.
Nah, bro. I know y'all saw that.
Decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield.
That's
I'm going to go get this myself.
crazy,
I'm not just going to
bro.
get the first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his
He's going up top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 21, Georgia 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
That's reeled in. It's Lovett. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this this thing out. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Georgia.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away. When you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
Forced out of the pocket. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. Second and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on third.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw
GG's, bro. Damn.
Play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. Hit as he throws. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be